Shalom. First off, I want to start up by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahawashi, by Hashem Yahawashi. That's all praises to the world. Calls God, whose true name in Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem in the name, Yahawashi being the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful like preaching this word in truth and sincerity. On the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I want to go on this one. I'm going to label this through the Spirit. And it's going to be labeled Yahawashi was a prophet of doom. So let me play this and we'll get into it.
So anywhere between now and 1,000 years from now, it can be over.
So there's a good possibility we might not even be able to see the return of Jesus Christ.
That's possible, yeah, for sure. I'm not like saying, hey, a doomsday preacher, hey, look, get ready, nigga, it's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nah, it could. And if I take a look at the prophetic timeline and what's going on in the world right now, it's looking pretty good.
You see, he's not going to be a doomsday prophet. And he said, oh, it might not happen in our lifetime. When do you hear bros here at Great Millstone, elders and apostles have been preaching, 35, 40 years. We're happy you heard them sit here and say it's not going to happen in a lifetime. And then condemning the whole doomsday prophet title. The prophets are always said to speak about those things. Right? This just proves you right here. Several scriptures from Yahawashi himself. Matthew 8 and 12. I'll start at 11. It says, Matthew's 8 and 11, it says, and I say unto you, that many shall come from the east and west, and shall sit down with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom, right, shall be cast out into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's a message of doom. And it just keeps going, man. This is Luke 13 and 26. It says, then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunken in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. This is what people are going to do. But he shall say, I tell you, I know you not. Whence ye are, depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. It says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, when you shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and yourselves thrust out. That's a doom message. That isn't a message of prosperity. That is not a message of prosperity. That's a message of doom. Remember, the scriptures tell you the day of doom. The second Ezra 7 and 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. I'll start at 42. It says, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. And who's bringing that immortality? Yahawashi. The entire scriptures talk about the day of doom, because without the day of doom coming, we can't get the blessings. The scriptures talk about what? Much tribulation. Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven. So there's no, the message of the Lord is not this all-encompassing, easy-going event. It's spelled out with many trials And for us to even have the kingdom at all, let me get this. Second Ezra 4 and 28. It says, But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. The evil sown in this world, but the destruction isn't come. The righteous were always waiting for the destruction of the wicked because that's the only way a prosperous life could be. We can't have the kingdom in this fashion at all. The people in any aspect that push the wickedness of this world in any type of positive public eye. We can't. They have to be destroyed to set an example. Because without that example of, oh, you live like this is the judgment, people think that it's acceptable. It says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, all right, then cannot it come that is sown with good. All right, this place has to be turned upside down. The things that have been sown here have to be destroyed. That's a day of doom. Jeremiah 28 tells you what the prophets be talking about. You're not going to elongate this judgment. And then how the hell do you look at the prophecies and you go into those? Because he tried to say, Alazar tried to say, when you look at, biblical prophecy and timeline, it's looking like this could be the time. Well, then how the hell do you take away and right after that say it's not going to happen in our lifetime? No, all these things the scriptures wrote about are happening now. So the overall judgment is going to happen in our lifetime. I'm going to play it again.
Say in about 3,000 years. So anywhere between now and 1,000 years from now, it can be over.
So there's a good possibility we might not even be able to see the return of Jesus Christ.
That's possible, yeah, for sure. I'm not like saying, hey, a doomsday preacher, hey, look.
Yeah. We're going to be able to look at these things and know exactly where we're at. Because the Lord gave bros the measures with the stick. The second is the 9 and 1. Measuring the time diligently in itself. So we know that it's no longer the time to sit here and trust and try to build all this BS in Babylon the Great. Now we're in the time to sit here and first escape in the spirit, then escape in the chariots. And before all that comes to pass, right? Before all that comes to pass, the day of doom has to come. Right? A day of thick darkness, of the chariots spread upon the mountains, where the scriptures talk about what? Famine, pestilence, plague. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old. That is not, the scriptures do say that Yahawashi is a prophet and more than a prophet. So now that's of old. I mean, look at where we're at now. 2,000 years plus down the line. So the prophets that been of the past, let's talk about Yahawashi too. He was talking about what? Doom and gloom. Doomsday. It says, and against the kingdom, it says, I'm going to read it again. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So you should be talking about the doomsday events. The scriptures talk about through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Jake got to hear this to know that, the Lord ain't clean. Just as he did with Noah, right? When he shut the door about him, there were many people on the earth that didn't get to make it. The Lord said he opened up the deep. You had niggas drowning while they were beating on you got to extrapolate the situation. You had to have niggas drowning. This is what's going on, man. So prophets of doom, that's a job. And we'll wear that title and that moniker proudly. Because too many niggas is preaching a message of go along and get along and that you got time. You don't have time. You know, let's try to find another precept, but I'm going to finish this one out. It says, the prophet which prophesied peace when the word, I'll go to 8 again. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and pestilence. The prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of that prophet shall come, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh had sent them. Right? Now, Alazar, High Priest Alazar, ISUPK, right? IUIC, all prophesied a message of peace, of being wealthy or being super far off and giving that image of, oh yeah, they're in the hip, they're in the know. Yahawashi, you don't even need all that personal acclaim, right? Because he is going to watch over us in these times. But Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahawashi, man, Shabbat, Shalom.